Good evening, teacher. Our group is in group number 6, and our group is made up for my partners Solange, Elizabeth, Steven, Jamin, Alicia, Maricela, and Oscar Javier. So the next, we are going to present about bilingual language. Good night, teacher. I will talk about bilingualism and its impact on language acquisition. Language acquisition in monolingual and bilingual children present key difference. While monolinguals focus on a single linguistic system, bilinguals develop two simultaneously, which require greater cognitive effort. However, bilingualist children face challenges such as language differentiation and possibly temporary delays in verbal production. Despite this, bilingualism strengthens the cognitive skills such as memory and selective attention. In addition, learning a second language can influence the first generation interference, but also benefits such as a better understanding of grammatical structures and greater mental flexibility. In conclusion, bilingualism is a complex process with challenge, but also with significant advantage for cognitive and linguistic development.
My name is Oscar CHULDE and talk about the unitary systems theory. This focuses from the beginning of the child has the different vocabulary for the different language. A bilingual child has a smaller vocabulary in each of their language that is in specific a monolingual has since a child can just learn an approximate amount of words a day and a bilingual child has to learn language. And the part of the dual system theory, we have that this theory claims that the bilingual child has two different systems and can use them according to the situation. What supports that this theory is the fact that the language now the bilingual people in it can represent a grammatical difference. Thanks.
Good evening, Professor. My name is Steven Culqui, and I'm going to talk about the two more theories that we have in bilingual development. This one is the theory of tripartite system. What it is about is that we have two systems in our brain. One that keeps the common information that the language have, the whole common information. And the other one, we have the system that only keeps one common information that the two languages have. What is this problem about this theory? That if we have an accident or if we have an injury, this would develop a new problems that cannot explain if we can't speak in the other language, and how the bilingual brain could be organized in another way. The next theory that we have is the subsystem hypothesis or theory. This is about that when we have one system, general system, that keeps our mother language, and we have subsystems that keeps the other language. What happened if the subsystems could have the phonology, morphology, syntax, and even the semantics? And this is the common accepted linguistic theory for whole linguistics. Why? Because this would explain what happened if an accident have or an injury could happen, and the subsystem could lose, but the whole mother language and the ability to speak keeps in our brain. And the subsystem could be damaged, but the whole system or speaking would keep in our brain. Thank you so much.
Bilingualism on first language development and cognition. Bilingualism and cognition. Bilingualism is a person's ability to speak and understand two languages fluently. Bilingualism can also have positive effects on cognition and brain neuroplasticity. Language of multilingual speakers. It's very important to understand the variation between speakers, and complex factors mean that linguistic systems are neither completely separate nor completely merged. For example, a coordinated bilingual tends to be consecutive bilingual. That is, they acquired both language in different contexts. In the subordinate bilingualism, which means that the second language is the learned with the help of the first of dominant language. In the compound bilingual is usually a simultaneous bilingual, that is the compound system developments with the two languages are acquired and used in the same context.
For years, there has a big debate in psycholinguistics about how bilingual brain store language. So research say we have two separate systems, one for each language. Another argue that there is a big system where both languages interact. Kohler found that neither theory fully explaining bilingual say to use aspect of both. So parodies suggest and compromise one big system with separate subsystems for each language. Another point, when someone suffer and brain injury, a user's language skill can be affected in unpredictable ways. Sometimes one language is more affected than the other. Monty identified 6 patterns of recovering, so recover both language at the same time. Another recover only one or even lost processing one while the other improve.